Have you ever left a conversation feeling like someone just reached into your soul and yanked your battery out? Like, you were totally fine before, but now you feel foggy, tired, anxious, or just straight up heavy. Here's the wild part. They didn't yell, they didn't trauma dump, they didn't even say anything that deep. You just sat there, listened, smiled, nodded, and walked away feeling like you got hit by an emotional truck. That, my friend, wasn't just a boring interaction. That was an energetic transaction, and someone just took more than they gave. And that's exactly what we're breaking down in this video. How to detect energy vampires. Yep, they're real, and they're sneaky. The science behind why you feel so drained around certain people, and how to protect your energy without turning into an emotionally frozen brick. Because here's the truth. You're not too sensitive, you're not imagining it, you're being drained. Let's just call it like it is. Some people walk into your life with invisible extension cords and plug straight into your energy field like it's a free charging station. And if you don't know how to recognize that moment, you'll keep carrying pain that doesn't even belong to you. Let's fix that. But first, let's define what an energy vampire actually is. Nope, not the fangs and cape kind. We're talking about people, friends, coworkers, even family, who feed on your emotional presence without ever giving anything back. Sometimes it's obvious. They trauma dump, interrupt, complain nonstop, or always make everything about them. But sometimes it's subtle. They're nice, too nice, overly needy. They constantly need your advice, but never actually do anything with it. And every time they leave, you feel like you need therapy. Let's slide in the science, because this is not just spiritual fluff. There's a term for this in psychology: emotional co-regulation. When someone's nervous system can't regulate itself, they subconsciously attach to someone who can, and use that person as an emotional life support system. And guess who gets chosen the most? Empaths, healers, light workers, people like you. Because your energy is calm, grounded, present, and to someone who's drowning inside, that feels like oxygen. Here is a surprise therapy session. Imagine you're at a gathering. Small talk's flowing, you're sipping your tea, vibing. Then someone starts unloading their childhood trauma like it's a TED Talk. You didn't ask, you didn't invite it, but your energy said, safe space, and they took it all the way. By the time they walk away, they feel lighter. You feel 40 pounds heavier. That wasn't a conversation. That was energetic siphoning. You're not here to be a rehab center for the emotionally irresponsible. You can be compassionate without being consumed. You can hold space without carrying someone else's mess home with you, but only if you know what to look for. So let's break it down. 5 signs you're around an energy vampire. You feel drained even when the conversation wasn't deep. Something about their presence pulls at your soul like gravity. They constantly vent but never evolve. They don't want growth. They want attention and energetic relief. You feel guilty setting boundaries with them. They've mastered the "but I need you" tone. They only reach out when they need something. Never to celebrate you, never to pour into your cup. Your intuition whispers, avoid, but you ignore it to be nice. And afterward, you regret it, every time. So how do you protect your energy without becoming cold? The answer isn't walls, it's filters. Boundaries that aren't built from fear, but from clarity. And we'll dive deeper into those in the next chapter. But for now, here's your power move. If someone makes you feel heavy every time they're near, that's not a random emotion. That's your body saying, this is not safe. From now on, trust the signal. Not every kind soul deserves access to your field. You are not a limitless battery. You are a sacred power source. And not everyone should be allowed to plug in. In Chapter 2, we're going to get specific on how to actually protect your energy. I'll show you the energetic filter trick, the science of saying no without guilt, and how to finally stop absorbing other people's chaos like a spiritual sponge. Ready? Let's keep going. Chapter 2, the art of energetic protection without going cold. So now you know what an energy vampire feels like. That drained, foggy, wait, why do I feel like I've been hit by a truck kind of vibe? But here's the next step. How do you actually protect your energy without becoming emotionally shut down? You don't want to walk around like a stone wall. You still want to be loving. You still want to hold space. But you also want to be able to leave a conversation without needing to spiritually detox for 3 days. So let's talk about energetic boundaries that actually work. Boundaries aren't walls, they're filters. Most people think of boundaries like back off, stay away, I'm done with you. But that's not your style. You're not cold. You're just conscious. Your energy is sacred, and it deserves to be protected without guilt. A wall says no one gets in. A filter says only what's aligned is welcome. But before we set the boundary, you need to set the tone. And that starts before the conversation even happens. I'm going to show you a simple 3-step energetic protection technique that takes less than 30 seconds. Here you go. Number 1. Ground yourself before every interaction. This is the pre-game moment. Before you walk into a room, pick up the phone or reply to that text. Pause. Breathe. Then, mentally say, I am grounded. I choose what enters my field. I do not absorb what's not mine. This one line tells your nervous system, observe, don't absorb. It's like putting on energetic shoes before walking into a storm. Number 2, visualize the filter. Now imagine this, a soft mesh of light surrounding your body, like golden threads woven into air. This isn't a shield, it's a filter. It lets love, truth, and clarity through and blocks out guilt, chaos, and emotional manipulation. Before you talk to anyone who normally drains you, do this. It works. And your soul will thank you. Number 3, say no without over-explaining. This one's hard, but it's where your freedom lives. You don't need a 9-slide PowerPoint to justify your boundaries. If someone asks for your time, energy, or emotional labor and it feels off, say, that doesn't work for me. I won't be available for that. I'm not the right person for this conversation. And then stop. Let it land. Because every time you over-explain a boundary, you're subconsciously apologizing for having one. Bonus boundary rule. Ask yourself this. When someone comes to you with a heavy emotional load, pause and ask, did I invite this, or did it just land on me? If you didn't invite it, you don't owe it a seat at your table. Not everyone deserves backstage access to your soul. You've probably been the strong one your whole life, the listener, the advice giver, the emotional therapist in every relationship. But here's the truth. That's only noble when it's mutual. If someone only comes to you when they're in crisis, but disappears when you need support, that's not a connection, that's a transaction. And you're not a vending machine for comfort. So how do you start shifting this in real time? Let me give you a scenario. You're on a call, someone starts spiraling again. Same story, same drama. You've heard it 47 times. Instead of absorbing it, try this. Calmly interrupt and say, hey, I care about you, but I don't have the capacity to hold space for this right now. Simple, direct, kind. And you just reclaimed your field. You don't protect your energy by becoming cold. You protect it by becoming clear. Clarity is compassion. Clarity is love. And clarity is power. From now on, your energy isn't a public resource. It's invitation only. In Chapter 3, we're going even deeper. I'll walk you through a daily energy cleansing ritual you can use to reset your field every single day. No fluff, no robes, just real alignment practices that will change your life. Chapter 3, How to Cleanse Your Energy So You Stop Carrying Theirs. Let's be real. You can set all the boundaries in the world, but if you've already absorbed someone's chaos, you're still walking around with it stuck in your field. That tension in your chest, that heaviness you can't explain, that random anxiety that hits after a 5-minute combo, it's probably not even yours. It's just sitting there, like emotional lint. So today, we're doing some energy hygiene. Yep, just like brushing your teeth. Only this time, we're brushing off the energetic gunk people left all over you. You're not foggy because you're broken. You're foggy because you're cluttered. And no amount of naps, water, or journaling is going to fix it if you're still carrying energy that doesn't belong to you. So let me show you how to clear your field, quickly, powerfully, and consistently, using tools that blend science, spirit, and common sense. Think of this like an emotional shower for your soul. No sage sticks required, no Himalayan sound bowls, unless you want them. Just simple, effective, daily practices. Let's go. Number 1, the breath flush technique, 1-minute reset. Here's what to do. Before you touch your phone, check your email, or get sucked into the day, stop, close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6. Now say in your mind, I release anything that isn't mine. Simple, but ridiculously effective. Your nervous system just recalibrated. You just flushed out foreign frequencies without even needing a yoga mat. Number 2, the cut and return visualization. This one's quick, but deep. Imagine cords coming out of your body, connected to conversations, people, social media, old memories. Now visualize a bright blade of light in your hand and slice through every single cord. As you do, say, I return this energy to its source, and I call my power back to me. You don't need to believe in magic for this to work. Your subconscious runs on images, and this trains your field to drop what's not yours. Number 3, ground yourself back into the present. After releasing all that energy, anchor yourself. Say, I am in my body. I am in this moment. I choose what I carry. Because a lot of us, especially if you're highly sensitive, tend to float out of our body without realizing it. That's when we get stuck in our heads, caught in old emotions, or overwhelmed by everything. This line brings you back to your center, and your center is where your clarity lives. Here is a bonus nighttime reset. Do this before bed. Right before you fall asleep, just 60 seconds, do a scan of your day. Anyone who pops up in your mind, any moment that felt sticky, say, I release this. I rebuke all negativity. My field is clear. My spirit is whole. I rest in peace. It's like pressing clear history on your soul. You'll sleep deeper, and you won't wake up with energy hangovers from conversations that happened yesterday. You can't fulfill your purpose if your field is full of other people's chaos. You're not here to be a storage container for emotional junk. You're here to be a lighthouse, a frequency, and your light shines brightest when you're not carrying things you were never meant to hold. From now on, cleansing your energy isn't a luxury, it's a non-negotiable, because your energy is your currency, and you don't give away your bank account without checking who's charging you. So breathe it out, cut the cords, call your power back, and remember, you're not overwhelmed, you're just overdue for a cleanse. In part 3 of this series, we're going beyond protection. We're diving into true energetic sovereignty. You'll learn how to stop absorbing chaos before it even enters your field, how to rewire your system for peace, and how to finally own your energy like the spiritual powerhouse you are. Until next time, stay soft, stay strong, and protect your light like it's sacred, because it is.